thank you for tuning in. There's a lot of good things that have come along. Let me adjust this a little bit here. Well, there we go. For one thing, I got a new camera, and so that's a blessing. These keep improving all the time, and this one takes much clearer photos and videos and stuff. So that helps a great deal for many different reasons. I have been working on Sukkot for this year 2018, which, as far as I can tell, runs from September 23rd through the 30th, which is a Sunday to Sunday. And there are some things before and after, whatever. So it's probably going to begin, I'm going to set it up so people can arrive the Friday before or whatever, And it's not like you got to leave the following Sunday. I may extend it into Monday, something like that, I did set up an event on Facebook, and we have about 10 possibilities of people coming so far. And as far as Florida, from what I understand, I've even invited people around the world, Australia, whatever, because there are some people that will travel that far. So I'm just putting it out there, and anytime we get together, it's mainly a time, especially this, for fellowship. We're not a group of people. I have started a local fellowship here with another brother and his family, and I'm looking into one or two places to have Sukkot, depending on how many people come, and how it works out. So as we get close to that date, I will need commitments from people that do plan to come, so that we know the number of people, and I can plan accordingly. Because if we have a large number of people, that's too large for the property at my friend's place, then we will have to speak with a local campground. They are one of the most affordable in the area, and just right off the top of my head, as best I can recall, for a week, they're charging $185 for a week. So and you can get it longer if you wanted to, extend that, if you want to come out, on Friday and get set up before Sabbath, and then go that whole week and into the following Monday. You can do that. You would just pay the extra days is all. And I am going to work on building a large sukkah. So, especially for the people that are traveling, from out of state, they're not going to want to carry all that stuff. So I'm going to try to build one large sukkah that will accommodate everybody. And I have, fold-up tables I will bring. I would say bring chairs. You're going to have to bring your chairs, your own tents, camping equipment, stuff like that. I can help a little bit. If you're coming in from out of state, you don't have a lot, I'll have a spare tent. I'll have, some things that I have a couple tents, and so we can work things out. And anybody else that's local here, I'm sure, would, help out also. I mean, we're a body, we're the body of Messiah. So it's important, that we take care of the mishpachah, which is a Hebrew for family, spiritual family. And so this is kind of what's going on. And, it's not going to be a time of debate and, hashing differences. We that's just never good. Scripture warns against that, and it tells us not to be engaged and stuff like that. We're supposed to be peaceful people. So if you have any odd ideas or weird ideas that just does not fit with, the common mindset, of Hebrew or Messianic people, however you want to describe yourself, we won't be discussing those things. We're going to try to touch on some common ground, and nobody's going to be the leader there. I'm just mainly an organizer. I'm serving as an organizer because somebody has to do that. I'm not the boss. I'm just a organizer and someone that will be, just setting some biblical standards. It's in the Bible. It's not something I'm writing. It just comes from Scripture. So we're basically going to have to follow the guidelines of Scripture on that, on these things. And I'm not dogmatic. My main instruction, though, coming from me is have fun. I want you to come out and have fun, and have a blessed time in Messiah and among friends. So we're working on a few things, depending. The good thing is, if we can set it up at my buddy's place, if we end up having enough room, they are gonna work on clearing some things out. And so depending on how much people are coming, if we can accommodate everybody in the space that's there, and there is some extra land that belongs to a neighbor, they may even ask permission for us to use that. There's not going to be a cost if we do that, but we will take donations because I will be building a large sukkah. Some of that, there'll be like 2 donations. One for using the electricity on the property if you need electricity, and another one just for the expenses of the sukkah and stuff like that, offset expenses, because there is going to be a bit of a cost in that building a large one, and that's something I will need help with. And of course my buddy will be providing electricity on the property. I will have extension cords, I will have power strips, I have all that stuff, and so, and that's standard in my truck anyway because of the line of work that I'm in. And we can get you set up. I am going to have tiki torches, in the area. We do have a fire pit there. In fact, I was there yesterday for Sabbath. We sat around, just talked, and later ate some food. And as it grew dark, I headed home so I could get some sleep. And we are we've met 2-3 times now, and when we talked yesterday, we want to meet every Sabbath. So this is going to be a regular fellowship for us now. First one that I've been able to establish in the western New York State area. So that's the general region this is going to be in. Once we know who exactly is coming, I will give those people the location. I will provide that at that time, so nobody's in the dark. Well, we got this event, we don't know where we're going. I'm not going to just put the address out there just for security reasons and safety reasons. But the people that I know are coming, that want to attend, I will provide the address directly to them. So that's the way it's going to be handled, and that's what my buddy and I agreed. When I mentioned it to him, and that's going to be the best way to do it. So even though the event is open to the public, it's actually going to boil down to, kind of, okay, you want to come, we'll give you the address. There's going to be some vetting, obviously for the safety of everybody concerned. And so, and so far we got a good bunch of people that think they're going to come. They have marked it on the event page. I'm going to look at this because the numbers changed recently. I thought we had 8, but I think there are 10 now. There is a place on there at a location, but as I say, I'm not going to put that there right now. That's going to be given to the people that want to come, that we know, are going to be okay. We just don't have a lot of people to say, okay, whoever wants to come, and we'll manage it from there. We don't have it. We're brand new. This is the first Sukkot, that MessiahsLove.com is hosting. And so, possibly, Lord willing, in future years, it will be more open, and things like that, depending on what we have. If depends on what we secure for land and things like that. Right now we're using rented property. It's basically it. And that's all. The apostles did. They just basically used property for whatever they did. So this is kind of what's going on, just to fill everybody in. And September 23 at sunset to September 30th at sunset is technically the duration of Sukkot. But like I say, I will probably get out there on the Friday before that, get set up, and be there all that week and into the following Monday, because I think there is a Sabbath that follows that. I am fairly new to Sukkot, but last year, the way things went, I wasn't able to set one up. I had set one up about 195 miles from here and built a sukkah. And I recall that's what we had done. It actually went into the day after because there's another Sabbath. So I'll look into it more and get more details out there as far as the exact days and what's going to commence. And this is basically just going to be a week-long feast, time of fellowship. If you are flying in, okay, if you're coming from, I think there's people from Florida that might attend. Oh, here it is. I got it now. 1 going, that would be me, and 10 interested. So 11 possibilities so far, with 1 for sure. And there's 2 others that haven't, put that in there. At least, my friends here, they are planning on attending. Because, like I say, we may end up having it at their house in the backyard. It's out in the country. So, not a lot of land there, but there's some, and like I say, they may, my camera's slipping here, sorry about that. There is some open land that the neighbor has. They may ask permission for us to pitch some tents on there. We'll see how that goes. And so that's what's up so far, about 11 so far. Now, if you're flying in, let me know. I can meet you at the airport. You would be flying into the Buffalo, New York airport. And I do have a single cab pickup truck. So, and from the airport to the location we're keeping Sukkot is a good long drive. It's about an hour. So, if we have a lot of people that are flying in that don't have vehicles, we'll either work something out, or possibly a few of you could rent a car together, something like that. And I'll come down. I can get 2 other people in my truck, because me and then 2 more seats. I don't have the extended cab like I used to, or I could get several people in there. But I can get 2, and then if we get a lot flying in, a rental car may be necessary, because for me to go there, pick people up, drive an hour out, hour back, and pick more people up, it's going to be a lot. So I can make a trip if I have to. So that's some of the stuff that's happening, and I will do my best to make sure everybody gets to the location. And if you're flying back out, do my best to get you back to your flight. Like I said, I can take 2 people, so that will work. And we'll work it out from there. But there's a lot of good things coming up. I'm excited about this, and so are my friends out here. And we're looking forward to it. They're going to be working on that. They have some tractors out back they're working on, and to sell some of them off, and they're going to be moving them to make room and stuff. And he has a canopy now right next to the fire pit out and back. What I may suggest, and I haven't talked to him yet, but he knows I'm going to put up a sukkah. What we may do temporarily, and I'll ask him if we can, that just to move that temporarily, and I'll build the sukkah right there, because that's where we normally eat out there anyway, and it would be ideal. And then further toward the back, we can set tents up and stuff like that. So if you have a small pop-up or camping trailer, things like that, let me know ahead of time. so we can figure this all out, what we're going to do. So anyway, there will be more. I don't want to make this too long. It's a little longer than I usually do a video, but just wanted to get a little bit of information out there. So, and I'll put a link below to the event page on Facebook. It's through Messiah's Love, so I'll put that there. And if you're interested in attending, just go ahead and click on that and go to the event page, and just click on the appropriate link for what you plan on doing if you're attending or interested or whatever. If you want to just tell me to bug off, there's no button for that, but I'll put a link, and would love to see you there. Stay in touch, and I'm going to try to get more videos out and stuff like that. I haven't done anything in a while. There's been other things going on, but I moved to a new place, bought a new truck, and just a lot of the Father's been blessing me. I'm not rich, by any stretch of the imagination, but I am comfortable, and the Father has been blessing me with these things. The greater blessing actually is meeting friends in the faith, in this area. Just met somebody in Cheektowaga recently, so that was a blessing. And but things are happening here in Western New York, and more people in the faith are kind of crawling out of the woodwork, so to speak. So stay tuned and follow along, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. If you like this video, you can click on like too. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Have a great day.